good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome into this live. This is a very, very, very important live session you want to be in. Welcome into my live session. And in today's live, I want to be talking more about how you can start selling on your e-commerce platforms, especially on eBay. Today, I want to tell you five simple steps you can start selling on your eBay stores. Just these five simple steps will give you clarity on how you will start. Okay, because if you are a mom, you are a student, you are a even 9 to 5er, whoever you are, you can actually do this. Is my side hustle. I've been doing it for the past 2 months now, and I can tell you for a fact it really pays. I had challenges when I started, but after a while, I mean, I started seeing the results, and for a fact, and that's why I am doing this live session to start telling people that it really does work. Because something about me is, if I'm trying something out and I'm not sure about it, I don't want to get other people involved, because it's something that I have not really tested. And for me to get other people involved, I have to really say for a fact that it does work. And you know, this is one of it. So welcome in, buckle your seatbelts and let's go for this ride. It's a really impactful live session. You're going to learn a lot, and it's going to actually tell you how to really start it by yourself. You don't need anybody to help you. Like, if you're a fast learner, you can actually do this by yourself. But if you are just like, okay, I really need somebody to hold my hands to do this, then of course someone will hold your hands, and I'm definitely there for you. Okay, but for right now, I just want to tell you the simple steps how you can start, and you can start earning on these platforms, because it really, really have proven itself, for this period of time that I've been, selling on this platform. It's been proven that yes, there's results. There is result. It's really working. Okay, so I'll share five simple steps on how you can start selling, especially on eBay. I sell on eBay, I sell on Amazon. All right, but I want to talk today about eBay. Five simple steps you can start selling on your eBay stores. Anybody can do this. You don't have to be a certificate holder to start selling on an eBay store. And eBay generally is another market space that you want to really get involved with. So I'll give you these five simple steps. You go and try it out, and you come back to tell me if it was worth it. Okay, so stick around. Let me start sharing. My name is Juliet, but I'm known on this space as Learning with Diva. I share simple steps on how you can start earning on any e-commerce platform, be it Amazon, eBay. These are the two I'm doing currently. Okay, so on Amazon I sell as an FBA seller, but on eBay I am just like a drop shipper. Okay, drop shipper means I don't keep inventory of these items. I just list them on my store, and somebody sees them, buys them, and I just I'm just like the middleman. I sell to my customers while ordering from a particular seller that I feel like I can make sales, and the seller will also make sales. So I'm sharing five simple steps that you can start selling on your eBay store. If you are a beginner, it's actually beginner friendly. You can start selling on any e-commerce platform. Hello, let me know where you're joining from. If you're just joining, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining this live session. I'm here just for 1 hour because I just want to share these tips. And you see, I'm in the car. I'm actually going for school runs and all the rest. But if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a student, if you're a 9 to 5er, these e-commerce platforms will help you build a side hustle that you eventually become your empire. Okay, so I will start. If you know about drop shipping already, please put a 1 in the chat for me. If you've ever heard about drop shipping and you know what it is, drop a 1 in the chat. If you don't, drop 2, so I know that my target audience. I just want to be sure that I'm talking to the right people. All right, if you have ever heard about drop shipping, please drop a 1 in the chat. And if you've never heard about it, drop 2, so I know I'm speaking to the right audience. Okay, let me see you dropping in the chat, because drop shipping is actually a way that you can start selling on e-commerce platforms without keeping inventory. Okay, you don't have to keep inventory of these items. You list them on your store, somebody sees them, buys it, and you make sales. Okay, so let me see if I'm speaking to the right audience. And if you're just joining me, my name is Juliet. I sell in different e-commerce platforms, but today I'm sharing 5 simple steps that that you can start selling on an e-commerce platform, especially eBay. These are 5 simple steps you can use to start selling on an eBay platform. And it's very simple. Just simple registrations and setting up your store in a way that it guides like you put some policies in place that will guide your store, right? So that when somebody buys from you, they are confident they are buying from a genuine seller, right? So if you've ever had anything about drop shipping, let me see a one in the chat. Let me see a one in the chat. And if not, that's okay. Please drop a 2 in the chat also if you have never heard about drop shipping. So I'm in this space just because I feel like a lot of people are not tapping into these e-commerce platforms. They just feel like it's not working. I started selling actually in late May. I can tell you categorically today I've made sales of $2,000. It's a small win, but it's something. You know what it means? That somebody saw what you listed and decided to patronize you. It's a win-win. Like, I see that joy, that feeling, when you get that email notification that, oh, you have made a sale. You know what that tells you? Like, somebody really believes in what I'm selling and decides to pay for it. That joy is like, I don't know how to explain. It's an amazing feeling anyway. But the truth is, you don't really actually have to buy this item and keep in your house. All you need to do is just list it on your store, and once you list it, somebody likes it, somebody buys it and pays for it, the platform collects the funds and releases it to you, while the person, you buy the product and send it to the person's address. That's all you need to do. It's just a 2 minutes 2 minutes of your time, and you've already sent to this person, like you've sent the item to the customer, but all you needed to do was just to list it. So you can take, say, 1 hour in your day and just list an item in your store, and before you know it, you've made sales. So it's very simple. Why I've not come out here to talk about it for a while was just because I was still testing, the market. I was still like finding out things, and eventually I started making sales. I'm like, okay, I have to start sharing, because the sky is big enough to contain everyone. Like, there are a lot of things I can't even sell, right? Why I say I can't sell, because the platform allows you to sell only to list at least 300 items every month. So what happens to millions of items that are out there that people are not selling? So you can list any item of your choice. If the platform allows more than 300, of course, a lot of people might not even be talking about it, right? But eBay platform allows you to list at least 300 items at no cost. You don't have to pay anything to list these items on eBay store. You are selling as an individual seller. You list these items in your store. Somebody likes it, buys it from you. You all you need to do was purchase it from the supplier where you listed it from, and you don't even have to ship it to yourself. You ship directly to the customer, and the eBay platform pays you for it, right? So that's all you need to do. And I'm here to share that it is working. The results are being shown. It's just that on YouTube here, you can't actually display your funds or whatever. You can't show it, but I'm telling you for a fact, it works. It works. All you need to do is list the item. If I have to list almost 1,000 items, then I will start paying on eBay platform. But I'm not listing up to that. I'm listing only 300 items, and I'm making sales massively. Yesterday, I made like 8 sales. These are items that I don't keep inventory of. I don't have them in my house. I just listed them on eBay store, and somebody liked it and purchased it and paid for it, right? So the platform is just like a middleman for you and the customer, because eBay platform, it doesn't allow you to list more than like 300 items. So the remaining items, people are searching for more items, and that's why I'm here to talk about it. If you can list 300 items, I have 6 people or 5 people watching me right now. If the 5 of you can start listing 300 products in your stores, you know what that means, right? So I'm just here to talk about the 5 simple steps you have to use to start selling on these eBay stores. It's very, very possible. You can start at no cost. You don't need to keep inventory. You don't need to, all you need to do is when a customer purchases that item, you will go and purchase it from the person that you like, where you listed the item from, and you send it to the customer. The platform already collected funds from the customer. I mean, the customer has already paid. So once you purchase the item and send to the customer, the platform pays you. So your money is secured, because in the registration process, you put your details, your payment details and everything, and you will start making sales. How good is that? Like, with no cost. I mean, this is like an amazing time to start, selling on platforms like this. Okay, I mean, we are in the digital space, like everyone is, looking for side hustle, different ways to make money. That can also be you. It doesn't replace the place of your 9 to 5 and stay at home mom. I mean, some moms right now are on vacation. This is the best time to even start doing something by the side that it doesn't involve you, physically to be there, right? This one is just like maybe 1 hour in your day. Sometimes you can even be on your phone. You are fulfilling orders. I fulfilled 8 orders yesterday. I know what that means. That's like, it's genuinely fulfilling to see somebody trust your item enough to want to purchase it. And oh my god, it's an amazing feeling. You guys don't understand. This is a side hustle for me. Of course, like I said, I sell on Amazon, I sell on eBay, but right today I want to talk about just eBay. 5 simple steps you can start selling on your eBay store. If you are here, I want to know that you've heard about drop shipping before. And if you've not heard about drop shipping, let me see a 2 in the chat. If you've heard about drop shipping, let me see a 1 in the chat. I just want to know that I'm speaking to the right audience before I start talking, so that I'm not just speaking to everyone and speaking to no one, right? If you know what that means. So yes, let's start by understanding what drop shipping is. Then we can start. Hello, hi. If you're just joining me, welcome in, welcome in. I am streaming from Canada, and as a Canadian, right, I sell in the US market from my eBay store, right? I sell on the US market, and we all know that US market is a big market to sell on. As an e-commerce platform, if you are selling in the US market, you know what that means. You are covering almost like how many million people? It's a big marketplace. So I want to tell you, like, it's not limited at, okay, because the space where you are, you can't sell on a different marketplace. You can actually, right? So eBay has made it so easy that if you are in any part of the world, you can sell, right? So if you have heard about drop shipping, drop a 1 in the chat. If you've not heard about drop shipping, drop a 2 in the chat. I want to speak to the right audience this morning, because I know there's someone out there that is listening that wants a side hustle that doesn't really physically, need them to be there. Because if you have to be physically, available for your business to move on, you have not really set up a system. You have not really, you are not really making that income, that doesn't require you, like, every time you're not available, that means the business doesn't grow or what. So you need a side hustle that doesn't really require your physical presence. It's an online digital store. Okay, so that's what I'm here to talk about today. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. So I just want to know that I'm speaking to the right audience this morning. And this is just 5 simple, clear ways you can start selling on eBay platform. Okay. Number 1, I will start. So first, I will explain to you what drop shipping is, and then I'll tell you the steps to use. You might necessarily want to start doing it, or you say, okay, I still need someone to guide me through it, because it's very simple and very clear. Like, you can't get confused about it, right? So it's a very clear way to start selling on these platforms. So what dropshipping is is a method that you are selling on an e-commerce platform that doesn't require you to keep inventory. It only requires you to list your items and send it to the seller, to the customers. If a customer buy your product, all you need to do is confirm the order and send it to the customer. That's all you need to do. Okay? So this is a another way that you can start making sales on the platform, right? So number one, you have to register. I said 5 simple ways. Okay, the first step is you have to register as an individual seller on eBay platform. Now, when you register as an individual, that means the platform will not charge you any amount for selling on this platform, on eBay platform, right? But if you want to register as a business, then they will charge you because you are going to be, there are different features you will enjoy on the platform. But as a beginner, I would say start with an individual account. Okay, you don't need to go into a business, except you have set up a business and there's system already running, then you want to set up as a business account on eBay. But otherwise, you can start selling as an individual on this platform, and it allows you to list at least 300 items. 300 items is a lot of products to list on an e-commerce platform that already have their customers. eBay already have their existing customers. All you need to do is showcase your products. Let them see your products. Okay, you don't even need to advertise. You don't need to promote nothing. Just list your products. Okay, so I said the first step is to register your account. So you're registering your account means you put in your name, you put in your address, and yes, all those necessary requirements, and it's very simple. You can do it. I promise you, it's very, very simple. Otherwise, except you feel like, okay, I really need somebody to help me, but otherwise you can set up your account and start selling even right now. Okay, it doesn't take up to 10-15 minutes. You have set up your account and you can start selling. So the first step, you register your details, and then the second step is you set up policies. Okay, so when I mean setting up policies, this is a way that you govern, this is a system that governs your online store. Okay, what does this mean? It's like telling the platform that, okay, I agree to returns of 30 days. Like if customers feel like the product I sold to them, it doesn't meet their criteria or their requirements, they are able to return it within 30 days. Those kind of things, right? You set up payment policies, you set up return policies, and you set up shipping policies. Now your shipping policies comes in 3 different or even more, depending on how you want to, set up your shipping policies. So there are shipping policies that you can set up, say what you can deliver overnight. Shipping policies like you can deliver in 1 to 3 business days. Shipping policies like 1 to 15 working days, depending on the kind of item you're selling and depending on where you are buying from. Okay, so say for instance you are buying from maybe Walmart store, okay, and Walmart say I can deliver to this customer in 3 days. So your shipping policy that you will use to send that item that you are buying from Walmart will be 3 days shipping policy, because you are buying from Walmart and Walmart has said that I'm going to ship this item to wherever in this region for 3 days, right? Now, when you're setting up your policy on eBay, you're going to set up a policy that matches that item you're buying from Walmart. If you understand me to this point, please put a 1 in the chat for me, okay? So you're going to set up a policy that matches the item you're selling. Okay, now those are different types of shipping policies you can set up, and this governs your store. So when a customer is shopping online in your store, they see, okay, maybe this is free shipping, or this is 2 days shipping, this is overnight shipping. That way they understand what kind of item they are. Some people want to buy an item, they want it shipped overnight, maybe they need it urgently. They are looking for sellers that have that item and that can ship overnight. So if you have that kind of service set up in your store, your items are just going to be going quick, 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 right? So that is I said the first one is to set up your register your name, your business, your details, your name, your address, and all those like age. You put all those information in. And then the second one is to set up your policies. These policies governs your store, right? Now the third step will be to purchase an item from this store. In fact, this is a secret source. I'm not going to share that part. So I would say 4 different ways you have to start selling on eBay, not 5, because that fifth one is actually what I share in my community. So I'm not going to talk about it right here. Now, I've talked about the first one, which is setting up your account, putting in your details. And then the second one is setting up your shipping policies that governs your store. Then the third one is you have to now list manually. Okay, there are other ways you can also list. There are different ways you can list. You can use automation listing and you can do manual listing. Okay, but for a beginner, I always encourage my mentees to start listing manually first, because you don't want the platform to see you, oh, you just came and you have already listed maybe 100 items just in one day. You don't want the platform to reason that, okay, because you are selling on an individual account, remember, and you're not paying anything for listing your item on these stores. So what you can do is you list manually first, just to marinate that account for over. I call it marination just because you just set up your account and the system has not ingested that those information. So whilst you list manually and leave it for like 2 days, right? After like 2 days, then you can now start listing. Like if you have automation you want to list with, we have a software we use in my community to list, and then we also have manual way of listing. So this manual way of listing helps you to even understand how the platform works. It's not difficult, I promise you. Maybe I'm not explaining it the way that it looks simple, but it's very, very simple. Once you register your account, you set up your policies. Like I said, you have different policies you need to set up. You set up your shipping policy, you set up your return policies, you set up your payment policies. So these policies help govern your store, like I said. Okay, now after you have set up policy, you have listed manually, then you can now start listing any item. So the research process method, I mean, might be the most difficult one, but you can do it. The research process, you can also do it inside the platform. You can start researching products, what other people are selling, and you start seeing, like now we are in summer season, people are buying hand fans, people are buying lotion, people are buying even like face caps, different things, that water bottles, you know these things sell on these platforms. Why? Because people are searching where to buy stuff. A lot of people are very lazy now to go to the store. They just want to buy something online and they ship to their home. That's it. A lot of people are just too lazy. Like me, I buy most of my thing online. If I just go online, I see what I need, I pay for it, and off I go. Because going to the store before walking through the aisles and searching for items, but in the comfort of your home, you are just searching items and you are listing them. Okay, I mean, you are buying it. So a lot of people buy things online, so you can position yourself in these spaces that are provided for you to start selling, like at no cost. I mean, how amazing can it be? You are listing products at no cost, people are buying from you, and you are making money. And you can also sell in different marketplaces, right? So I tell people that these are ways you can start making money even while at home, as a mom, as a student. You just start, Rome wasn't built in a day, remember. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can start that side hustle today and it will become your main hustle, right? So I've listed 4 ways that you can start selling on these platforms. First, you register your account, put in your details, your information. Sometimes they ask you for your, driver's license or whatever, just to identify you, right? This platform doesn't know you yet. So once you register your account, you set up your policies and you list manually. These are three simple ways to start. Very easy peasy. Honestly speaking, it's not even hard at all. Like, if you understand how eBay platform works, you're going to be swimming in money. Honestly speaking, you're going to be swimming in money if you understand how this platform works. You register your account, and if you're in Canada, you want to sell in the US market. You don't want to sell in the Canada's market space, because the Canada market space does not. No, I don't think they purchase mainly from eBay. They do more of Amazon than eBay, right? But eBay US, oh my goodness, that is like amazing place to sell. That's an amazing market to sell. So if you are in US and you are not maximizing these platforms, you are leaving money on the table. Honestly speaking, you are leaving money on the table. So if you want to start selling on this e-commerce platform, first you register your account, you register your details, put in all those information, set up your policies. I have mentioned like 4 policies you need to set up. You set up your payment policy, you set up your return policies, and your shipping policies. And one caveat, one catch that I always introduce to my mentees are, you have to put in that you are offering free shipping. Free shipping in that platform captures customers to say, oh, wow, I'm not going to pay for shipping, not knowing that the cost of shipping is already inside the item that you are selling. But you put it there that is free shipping. But when customer buys it, they don't know that they are already paying for the shipping, but is inside the cost of the item, right? But those are simple things, that strategies that you can use to draw customers to purchase from you. Okay, so it is a very simple process. It's not hard at all. Once you register your account, once you set up your policies, you list your product, you are start making sales. You can start making sales even immediately. You list tomorrow, you list today, you start making sales tomorrow. Very simple way of making money on this e-commerce platform, especially on eBay and in the US market. If you're in the US market, you want to maximize these opportunities. Okay, I am in Canada, but I'm selling in the US market, just because there is a way you have to do it. There's strategies that we use to sell on these platforms, because the marketplace in Canada, eBay market space in Canada is not doing that well, but we are selling in the US market. You understand what I mean? So this is a way you can start making side hustle. Before you know it, you will find an item that is selling like very good. And this is somehow how people start knowing a product that sells well, and they brand it. Like, there's one product I'm targeting now. I've sold 50 pieces of that item. I'm thinking of, maybe going to China or contacting a supplier to start branding that item, because it sells like mad. I'm wondering, and it's very lightweight, very tiny thing, boring products that people are not even thinking about, and is making sales. I know how many pieces I've sold. Like I said, I've sold like 50 pieces of that item. I'm thinking of, okay, can I brand this product and start selling them? Because it's really selling. And how did I find out about it? Because I'm selling on e-commerce platform, because I'm selling on eBay. I don't keep inventory of this item. All I do is list it on my store. Somebody buys it, I go to the supplier, I put the customer's address, and supplier sends to the customer. It doesn't send it to me, because the supplier will send it directly to the customer. All I need to do is collect my money from the platform, like eBay platform, right? So I'm targeting this item because it's been selling like crazy, and I'm like, and I've been selling it in the US, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's are the ones buying this product. I'm wondering, wow, what is this product actually? I had to go research the product. For the past 3 days, I've been researching this product, right? It's like a this like a base of a flower vase. Like, you know how when I'm not gonna share that with you guys. Come on, you guys don't want to know those secrets, right? So yeah, like I was saying, I've been targeting this particular item. I want to really know why people are buying this product. So I've been doing my diggings, and once I get a supplier that can give me a very good rate, so that I can even sell it cheaper than the supplier that I'm buying from, then yes, I'm in for it. Then I will brand it, and it's very lightweight. You won't even know that this item is selling. Boring products that people don't even, understand. These are what are selling in these e-commerce places, right? How do you find this out? Is by selling items that you don't keep inventories on. You list them on your eBay store, you keep watching them, you keep seeing how they are doing. Before you know it, you start branding these items. That's how many people are, that's why today a lot of people are selling on different e-commerce stores, because they found a winning product and they tested that it was really selling. And by the time they stock those items, you will see they will sell out massively. The Q4 season is coming on right up in December. I mean, October, November, December, right? And a lot of people are going to be making sales because they've already positioned themselves in a way that they know what is selling, they know winning products, and that's what they are going for. Boring items that me and you can't even think about. Like I said, the one that I'm targeting right now is a product that I don't even like. In my widest imagination, I can't even think that that product will sell, but it's making massive sales on my e-commerce, on my eBay store. So I'll employ you today. Three simple steps. I just mentioned three steps to start selling on your eBay store. Set up your account, set up your policies, set up and list your products. Three simple steps. Set up your Register your account, set up your shipping policies, your payment policy, your return policies, and then you start listing. Very simple, no confusion at all. Except you say, oh, I don't know how to read and write or whatever, then it's not for you, because this business is actually for those people that can read and understand what they are doing, and then they can now invest, right? So it's a side business that you can do. It doesn't take the place of your 9 to 5. Even in your 9 to 5, you can be on lunch break and you have an order to fulfill. You just go to your app and you fulfill the order. Nobody even knows what you're doing on your phone. I mean, you're on your lunch break. I fulfilled like 8 orders on, when was that? Yeah, during my lunch break, I fulfilled 8 orders just on my phone, right? So it's a business that you can really do for yourself as a mom, especially as a stay-at-home mom. You want to start something that can really, really equip you. In fact, it's a skill. Honestly, researching product alone is a skill, because by the time you start looking for winning products, you want to compare these prices with your competitors. You want to see the best price that you want to sell it, so that you can enter into the market space and also, start selling. hmm So these are skills that you acquire during these things. Doing an e-commerce is a skill. You don't just jump into the e-commerce space and say, oh, I want to start making sales. You have to research products. You have to know what people are buying. Like, it's summer period now. People are going to buy water bottles, hand fans, different things. So you want to position yourself in that space and start making sales. It's a side hustle. That's why it's called side hustle, but can eventually become your main hustle if you treat it the way it should be treated. Okay, so it's very simple to start. It's not ambiguous at all. It's just you making up your mind. The decision you make is determined by the actions that you take. Because if you are making decisions and you're not taking actions, you're just leaving money on the table as well. You can't be procrastinating. I'll do this today, I'll do that tomorrow. At the end of the day, you do nothing. You have just, told yourself that I can't do it. But if you position yourself in a way, your mindset, that whatever I set my mind to do, I will do it, I will see it to the end. Until I am done doing it, I don't stop. That is that is when consistency comes in. So you keep telling yourself that I will do this regardless. Other people are doing it and succeeding. Why can't I do it? You have to put that mindset. Have that mindset of always wanting to win, always wanting to, you know, and who says even if you fail trying, there's no harm in it. I mean, people fail. The person that built the electricity that we're using today, how many times did this person fail? But they kept going until they found out, I want come Canada is my dream country. Oh, really? Is your dream country? Okay. You have to know the process to come to Canada. If Canada is your dream country, you do what is required, okay? Anyway, so I've shared 5 simple steps, or rather maybe 4 simple steps, because I kept the last one because that's like a secret recipe that we use in the community to, do these things. So I shared 4 simple steps you can start selling on your eBay store. You register your account, you set up your policies, and you start listing manually. Now, there is also what we call automation listing, okay? You can use a software, Hustle Got Real. The name of the software is Hustle Got Real. You use the software to list automatically. How does that work? Now, you find an item in a store. So this Hustle Got Real software has like partnership with different stores, so they have like how you can just lift those items from the stores, from the online stores, and list it on your eBay automatically, and it will calculate the cost of the item, the profit, the fees, everything that needs to be on that, you know item that you are listing. Everything you need to know on that item you are listing is showing on the on your on the software. So if you want to list automatically, you have to subscribe to the software, and the software is not free, right? So these are for lazy people like me. I always say I'm lazy because I like to do things very easy peasy way. If it's complicated, I I like to try it too, but then I get frustrated even as I'm trying it. But I'll see to it. Not that I don't like to try new stuff. I do like to try new stuffs. I will say, but I get frustrated easily. But even me being frustrated also means that I'm learning in the process. Okay, so I would say yes, this is another way that you can start making. Oh, the sun is coming down now. So these are different ways you can start making sales on your e-commerce platform, right? So the automation allows you to list automatically. You don't need to start screenshotting, taking pictures and calculating, okay, how much will I make if I sell this item? The software automatically calculates all that for you. All you need to do is click on the item, and then it will list automatically into your eBay store. All right. So, but for some people, they decide, oh, I want to list manually. I want to follow up and see. I don't want to pay for subscription because the software, you have to pay for monthly subscription. You have to pay monthly fee for it. Okay, and that monthly fee, you can also recover it from your sales, right? But this is just like helping you stay focused, because the software will calculate when an item is out of stock. Say for instance, you listed an item from Amazon to your eBay store. Once the stock on Amazon is low or is finished or whatever, the software helps you mark it up, as it will just cancel it and say that, the item is no longer in store. It just helps you manage your store in some type of way. But if you want to list manually, that means you just go and be checking daily how your store is doing. You have to take inventories of your store. You have to see what is working, what is not working, and delete what is not, like inventories that you are keeping that is not selling. You delete those items. Otherwise, you are good. You can list manually. Nobody says that you can manage your store manually, but like the software just helps make things easier, if you understand what I mean, right? So these are ways you can just keep making your side hustle get better, right? You are a stay-at-home mom, you're a student, you are a 9 to 5, you can do this. Is a side, that's why it's called side hustle. Before you know it, you start making money that will help you pay bills. How about if you can make a $200 extra income, and every month, and this happens like every month, if you can make extra $200 that can help you sort out maybe light bills, maybe what do you call it, activities that maybe your kids like, just something. just start something. And by you doing this also, you are building a skill for yourself. I didn't know I could do it. I didn't even realize that I could do something like I've been hearing about eBay. And the thing about this thing is I've opened my eBay store for since 2012 or something like that. 20, yeah, since 2012 I opened that eBay store. I've never used it until I learned this skill. And I said, wow, was that why I opened this store? Was that why I opened this account? Remember, eBay has been around for a long time, but people didn't understand how to use it until, for me, I thought you must have a physical product to sell before you can sell on eBay. Until I learned a skill that you don't really need to keep inventory. You don't really need to buy physical products and keep. I mean, you can even sell used items on these eBay stores. You can sell used items you don't really want to, sell. Items you don't really want to use. You can start selling them on these platforms. Something happened recently. Okay. I was so I sell things on Facebook markets, but for some reason I bought this item and I just decided I don't want to send it to, like I said, I sell on Amazon as well, right? I said for some reason I don't want to pay for shipping and send it to Amazon, or even pay inventory fees and storage fees on Amazon. Let me see if I can sell this item at home, right? And I listed it on Facebook Market. Believe you me, that item is almost sold out. I had about 27 pieces of that item. It is almost sold out. Somebody came and picked 5, another person came and picked 2, another person came and picked 3, like that, like that. And the item is just like going slowly, just selling on Facebook Market. So you never know what opportunity you have out there until you try it out. Like I'm talking about this eBay, somebody out here might need this information and the person will utilize and run with it. Before you know it, you'll come back and say thank you. You'll come back and say thank you. And that was just how, I started mine. I saw somebody talking about eBay was it on TikTok? Yeah. The person was talking about it on TikTok. And then I listened. I've been hearing about drop shipping, hearing about drop shipping. I asked somebody, what do you know about drop shipping? How does it work? They will say they don't know until I stumbled across somebody's live session just like this. And the person was talking about drop shipping and I listened in. Every time I swipe that, post, every time I swipe that live session, I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Until one day I just sat down and I listened to her and something pushed me, said, buy this course, buy this program. And I bought into that. And believe you me, since that time, if I tell you how much I've made from February this year, this is July. If I tell you how much I've made so far, you're not gonna believe it. But that's okay. I'm not here to talk about my income or whatever. I just want to share the experience that you too can start making income for yourself. You can start a side hustle for yourself. It's only if you believe in it, if you trust that you can do it. Is a skill that you learn. It's not some type of gambling. No, you research a product, you find out the amount that it's selling, and you list it. You make sales. The platform keeps the fund for at least 1 to 2 weeks, right? Because you are a new seller, right? They don't trust you yet, so they will keep the fund for that period. And once they trust you, then they will start, you know they'll start releasing your money on a daily basis. Okay, like for me today now, I've received my payout every day. The system pays me for the sales I've made the previous day, or sometimes the 2 days before. They will pay me all the, in fact, the new one that the new thing now is, once a customer pays, whether you ship it or not, the platform pays me already, because now I'm obligated to go and send that item to the customer, because the platform has paid you already upfront. They pay immediately. A customer pays, the platform pays you. Immediately a customer pays, the platform pays you. So it's left for you. You have to fulfill that order, right? So until the platform trusts you, they cannot release payment to you. So when you first start, your pay can be there for 2 weeks, 14 days actually. After 14 days, the platform, eBay platform, will start releasing your funds to you like every day, every day. Immediately you make a sale, your money comes to you. Of course, they will take their charges though, but your money comes to you every blessed day once the platform trusts that you deliver. And good reviews, my goodness, the reviews are amazing. They are awesome, out of this world, because you are shipping as possible. So some items I ship them overnight, some are shipped like within 1 to 3 business days, and customers are getting exactly what they ordered for, not the lower version of whatever they ordered for, right? Exactly what they ordered for, and they're leaving reviews. I wish I could share my screen right now and show you some of the customers' reviews. Like, it's massive. It's massive. I just started this thing actively in June, right? I registered my account in May and I started selling actively in June. I can tell you categorically, from June till this is almost like mid-July, I've made sales of $2,000, not Canadian, 2,000 USD, right? Because I sell in the US market. I've made 2,000 sales and you can imagine selling a product and you are putting a 45% markup on each item of whatever you sell, putting a markup of 45%, and then you have made $2,000 sales for this period. Like, from, I think I started actively June 1st, and then this is July 20 something, 22, right? And you have actively made sales of $2,000. Now, 45% of that, calculate it. I said side hustle, oh, I did not say hustle. And I'm not coming here to preach to you that, oh, you make money, immediately you register, immediately you list your product, you start making sales. No, it can take a while. For, like, I remember 1 week like that, I didn't make any sales, and I was curious, why am I not making sales? I have to go take inventory of what I'm selling, check the activities of some of the items, delete what is not there, what is not selling, and relisted other items. Just take inventory of your store, what is happening in your store. I mean, if you have a physical store, you want to be checking things that are expired, things that doesn't fit into your stores. You want to be checking all that. So the same way you check your physical store, that's how you check your online stores. You go in, check your listings, check your descriptions, your keywords. You check all these things and see, okay, what do I need to delete? What do I need to release? Before you know it, you start, getting used to it. And before you know it, your sales will start coming back up. Because for that 1 week when I didn't make sales, I was wondering what's going on. Why am I not making sales? Why is this not because when I registered the account, I didn't list. I listed manually, rather. After listing, and then I did what I needed to do, like, the strategies that I use in the community, and then I made immediately. I got, like, the next day I got 5 sales, another day, like, the sales just kept rolling in. I'm wondering, wow, is that how this really works? And after like 3 weeks, I consecutively was making sales, and after 3 weeks, for five days or so, or 4 days, I didn't make any sales. I was worried. I was like, what happened? Why is there no sales? You can imagine the platform that you're making sales, all of a sudden there are no sales. And I was worried. And then I had to go look. I saw that, because I increased my prices, I wanted to make like 55%, or was it 50%? I put a 50% markup on my items. And of course, no customer wants to buy anything expensive, even though I had free shipping in there. But nobody wants to buy anything that is expensive. So that was why I wasn't making sales. And I had to go back and reduce it to 45%. And boom, the sales started coming in. Like, if I check now, of course, I'll definitely know that before I finish this live, sales are coming in, because I are dropping already. So sales. And this is just a way of telling you that if you can do it on a platform like eBay, you can repeat the same process on a different platform. be it Amazon Vinted, whatever, because you have seen the process, you now understand how it works. It might be different, interface or different ways, but at least you understand the steps of registering your account, setting up your policy. Maybe for like, I don't need to set up policies, they will just verify you. Somebody will have to call you or book an appointment with, virtual online verification and all that. So different ways, but the setup is still the same, because you now understand how to sell on the e-commerce space. You now understand that, okay, this is how some things work and this is how some things don't work, right? So yeah, I believe you me, these are some of the ways that you can start building your business empire, honestly speaking, because I've seen somebody that started selling on the e-commerce space, and before you know it, they branded a product, and now they are a big distributor of, I think she sells eye pencils and all the makeup stuff. Just by selling on the e-commerce platform, she understood her assignment. That's okay, I want to brand an item, but I need to know what particular item to brand. She came with a goal and she decided to put in the work, and before you know it, she branded her own product and she supplies her product in different stores, just because she took the bold step of selling on an e-commerce platform. E-com as a drop shipper helps you, understand the way this space works. You understand your product. You understand how you can start, getting, talking to suppliers, talking to customers, relating on the e-commerce space, how it really works. These are, okay, you learn the skill of, you master the skill of research. You now understand, okay, if I research this product, how do I optimize my listing? How do I describe the listing? How do I position myself with, like, regarding pricing, so that I can enter into the competitive market? These are skills. This is not rocket science. You have to learn it. You have to learn it. It's a way of telling yourself that I want to, go back to the drawing board. I want to learn how to do these things. So, my friends, if you really, really want to give yourself a chance, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You just create an account, and the worst that can happen is you don't make sales. But what if you make sales? What if the odds are you're going to make sales and you're going to brand your product? What if? So give yourself a chance. Do not procrastinate. Do not limit your mindset to tell yourself that, oh, I don't think this is for me. I don't think that is for me. Then what are you doing with your time? Are you just on social media scrolling? You can also be on social media advertising your own products, your marketing. You're marketing yourself, putting yourself out there. I used to be an introvert. All of a sudden, you see me on the internet space. I'm doing one thing or the other just because I want to be here. They said visibility is the new currency. You have to show up to make up. Yeah. You have to show up for yourself so that you can make up for the times that you have wasted scrolling and just consuming other people's contents. They should also consume your own content, because as much as you want to, you know, tell yourself, the truth is people who are consuming other people's content, those people that you are consuming their content, are making money off you. Every time you click on that, you know, play button, somebody is making money off you. No matter how cents or dollars, whatever it is, they are making money off you, because these platforms pays them, right? So make a decision for yourself. I've shared with you 5 simple ways you can start selling. It's not hard at all. Like I said, it's not hard. Go to your browser link right now, click on ebay dot whatever country you are in, and Google it. If you ask ChatGPT, how do I set up my eBay store? It's gonna tell you step by step, but be careful, because ChatGPT when the first time I tried to create my account, because I didn't want to pay to learn the skill, I wanted to pass through the back door. I went to YouTube, I watched a video, and the video told me do this, do that, and I went to set up my account on eBay, and I got deactivated just because I did exactly what the YouTube video that I was watching has told me to do. I clicked on everything, and before you know it, they blocked my account. And that was the hard way. I learned the hard way. And then eventually I had to go pay for the course, and I learned it the right way. And now I am also teaching it the right way, because sometimes what you have on the YouTube space, they won't give you all the informations because they still want you to come back to them, right? Because if they give you all the information there, then why are they on the socials just to share free informations? Everybody wants to be paid for the information they give out, right? So yeah, they will not give you all the rights, not all, not just the right information. They won't give you all the step by step how you have to get it done. So yeah, don't be a victim of that. I learned the hard way, and that's why every time I want to do anything, I will do like a very, very thorough research. Not just watching YouTube, I also like read articles, read people's experiences, reviews, and then I will come to my conclusion. I don't just go out there because I want to um do something and then I will just go ahead and do it. I look at different odds and different risk or benefits. However, before I make my decision, okay? I hope you have learned something from this live session today. I'll try and come like a daily, I'll make it like a daily thing for this week, just to encourage one or two people out there that are thinking of what to do and are not sure of how to start. This is one way you can start earning on the digital space without getting and you don't even need to advertise these things. You don't need to advertise your product. You just list them, because a lot of people are shy. They don't want to show themselves faces on social space. It's okay. Product listing, you don't need to show your face, your product. You do your research at your comfortable time, at whenever you feel like. You list your product and watch it sell. That's all you need to do. You don't need to come and advertise your product. Oh, buy from me. Oh, this product is doing this, and you don't need all that. Do your product research, and once you find a product that is selling and is winning, you list it in your store, and boom, you start making sales. That's all. You don't need to come and start making videos telling people of what you sell. This is especially for those people that are you know and it's not for Africans. Oh, sorry, I just want to mention that it's not for Africans. If you're in the diaspora, yes, this is for you. But if you're anywhere in Africa, I don't think the platform supports um people in Africa, right? And this is just because you will need like a driver's license. You will need like what else? You need different information that verifies that you can sell. So if you cannot buy from the platform in Africa, then you cannot sell on the platform. Just so that I put that out there, because if you're in Africa and you're wanting to do this might not work for you, okay? But if you are in US, Canada, UK, Asian, wherever, if you can buy from eBay, then you can sell on eBay. Platform does not allow you to buy, then you can't sell. So just, if you are checking it out, you want to go and look it up, like, can I buy on eBay, can I buy on Amazon? If you can buy on these platforms, then you can sell on them, okay? Just to be clear, so that you don't go and say, oh, this lady was on live session and she was talking about how she sells on this platform. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go jump off right now, because yeah, I said I was going to be here for 1 hour, and my 1 hour mark is right by the corner in less than 2 minutes. I will have to jump off this live, okay? And I hope I'm able to share one or two valuable informations with you, that you can really start doing a side hustle without really showing your face on the internet space, without really, investing too much money to start, right? When I say too much money, you can find a product of say $15, 15, yeah, you can see a product $10, $5. and you list it on your store until a customer pays for it before you go and purchase it, right? So if a customer doesn't pay, the platform will not advise you to purchase and send to the customer. So this is a different way you can make money for yourself, at the comfort of your home. I know a mom that just, a mom that's on maternity that is doing this, and she's just having the best time of her life. Like, she's making sales every blessed time. Every time she's making sales, and she's happy about it. She said nobody has ever paid her $1 for her service or anything she's selling. But this is like a fulfilling, this is telling her that, oh, there's something actually working, and you know what that means, right? So you believe in yourself and you do what is required. I hope I'm able to share valuable information with you today. And if that helps, please follow me, subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming live once in a while just to share some of these informations. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.